It's time in 2024 to get your manifestation. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to do it. But seriously, it's just about this, which many people, they start good and then boom, they revert back to whatever circumstances they don't like. If you're interested, just keep on watching. Hello everyone, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about the law, manifestation, and so much more. On Patreon, I do make extra weekly video. If you want to join the community, you find right now hundreds of videos, not only about manifestation, podcasts about the masters of manifestations, the pick a card readings, spells, so much more. Like hundreds and hundreds of extra videos are just waiting for you right now on Patreon. And I'm going to introduce you guys so you know I stopped doing coaching because I don't believe in coaching that much anymore. And today's video is all about that. And I'm going to explain you why. There's nothing wrong if you want to do coaching, but this is my take, okay? And I'm going to explain you a new surprise that I have for all of you guys. But before, let's get to the video. So here is the thing, you guys. Many people, and I am sure that talented coaches are going to say the same thing because I know that everybody knows this deep down. A lot of people get stuck in the loop of watching more and more content about manifestation. Maybe I don't know more. Maybe let me find a new technique. And you guys know I'm all about that. This channel is all about finding your own way to manifest. And that's why I talk so much about so many different methods and things that you can try in order for you to find the best way for you to manifest, because you're always manifesting. You just have to find your own personal way that works for you to consciously manifest what you want. However, within this beauty of knowledge and within this beauty of reading the next book or watching the next piece of content, doing that extra coaching, people get caught up in just processing more and more information and never doing the practice. You guys, I have coached thousands of people. The people who were successful, and we were talking about people who manifested after 2 days of coaching. I had those clients. People that manifested after 2 weeks of coaching. I had plenty of those clients. And I have clients that manifested in just a couple of months, and others was still stuck. Why? Is the coach, is the piece of knowledge or information? No, it's just the fact that they stop applying the practical steps to manifest consciously. They just stop. They revert back to their old self. They don't fully practice. Manifestation, conscious manifestation, is a practice of changing the habit of being yourself, because you don't manifest what you want, but you manifest who you are. So in order to manifest the SP, the love, the money, or whatever it is that you want, you need to change who you are. You need to start thinking and identifying with a new version of self, because manifestation at the end of the day boils down to identification. What is your identity? What Neville Goddard would say, the I am presence. The I am is God, is the infinite quantum field where everything can happen. You determine who you are by saying, I am wealthy, I am loved, and by acting like the new version of self. So in 2024, it is time to act. It is time to take the practical step to make it work. And this is where I want to introduce you the new thing that I want to offer you guys. Just a quick thing before we get back to the video. So I did, like I said, coaching for thousands of people, and I repeat my formula over and over and over and over and over and over again for all of these people. This time around, I recorded the formula on video for all of you guys to have. So if you want to follow my method, my formula, you're going to find it now in the form of a course, which will provide you with a PDF with the entire formula written down. If you are an existing client, that's the formula I gave you, plus a practical course where I answer all of your common questions and I give you practical steps, meditation, subliminals that you can listen to, you right now available. The link is down below. The only thing that you have to do is to apply those steps, and you can rewatch the video every time you want. I give you subliminals that are made by me so they are safe to listen during the night in order for you to manifest. And within the formula, you're gonna have my bonus courses. If you already purchased them, you're gonna see them again. If you didn't purchase them, just by buying the formula, you're gonna have courses of the webinar, which is 4 hours webinar about the science behind manifestation, meditation to manifest SP, the course to manifest SP, and so much more, plus the course on the practical steps to the formula. That's all that I offered. I'm not going to offer coaching anymore. My coaching is going to be it. It's going to be me giving you the formula to manifest what has worked for me and what has changed my life from poverty to loneliness and depression to having nothing to manifest everything that I always wanted. And if you don't believe me, guys, you just have to watch my channel, watch my Instagram. I manifested everything that I wanted in front of your eyes because I have applied this formula, and now it's available for you. The link is down below. No more coaching, just apply. Why I am doing this now that I give you a little bit of promotion of what I created for you guys. Why have I created this, which is the topic of this video? Because you don't need motivation from anyone. Yes, you can watch the occasional YouTube videos for free that motivates you, but you don't need a constant motivator as a coaching unless you want to. You can do whatever you want, obviously, but I don't think you need that. Neville Goddard used to say, you don't need anyone to motivate you. And that's why he used to do classes and talks, and he was a teacher. And that is why I am starting to align more and more to his mindset. He was talking in this way because of experience. He has taught thousands and thousands of people. He knew that by being constantly on their shoulders and motivate them, they wouldn't have realized their dreams. All they need was his talk. All they need was his book. All they need was just the knowledge and the practical steps to manifest. And after that, they needed to learn independence. They needed to learn how to do it by themselves, because you need to do it. You need to apply it every day. You need to learn by yourself how to discipline your mind, because wherever your mind goes, whatever you focus on manifest. And it's not by having a little babysitter that is constantly telling you how to focus that you're going to get there in your manifestation, but it's by reading the concept that will get you there and deciding that you are adult enough to apply it. This is power. When you decide, I am good enough to do it by myself. I didn't need, yes, I did coaching. It was wonderful. I will be forever grateful to Sammy Ingram for the coaching that she did for me. It was important for me that I did it. And if you did coaching, it was important for you that you did it. But now we're in 2024. We've been talking about these subjects for a while. It is the time that you just apply them, that you just stop waiting for your manifestation to happen and you start being in the vibration, being in the state of consciousness of you having the manifestation. It is by waking up in the morning and say, I got this. I got this. I don't need no more motivation. Okay, I might take the formula if you want to take my formula because you want to know more. I do this. I take the extra courses for me or anyone else. I do the extra meditation for me or from anyone else. But then that's it. I am going to be independent. I am going to apply it. You don't need a constant motivator. You don't need motivation, actually. All that you need is inspiration, which means being in spirit, being in the power of your spirit. When you wake up and you're like, God is in me. I am God of my reality. I'm in inspiration. You don't need a constant reminder. You don't need a constant motivator. You don't need the extra piece of content that is finally going to unlock something within your brain that is going to make you manifest. You need to start doing it. So today, you're going to start doing it. Today, you're going to start practicing it. Today, you're going to become the new self. Tomorrow, you feel defeated. Boom. You are in the middle. I give you in the formula an exercise where we looked at a pendulum and we realized that we are the observer. We are in the quantum field. You are in the middle. You're the observer. You are the director of your thoughts. And if you don't direct your thoughts, they will direct you and they will create your reality for you. You want to be the creator of reality. You don't want the reality to be created for you. And this time, it's time that we do it. We don't try a new technique. We decide the one that we want, whether it's my formula or someone else's formula. I don't care which one you choose, who you want to trust. You decide that you're going to trust someone, you're going to apply it, and you're going to start doing it. People that mess with their manifestation, I've seen it. Like I said, trust me, guys, I have coached thousands of people. The people that messed it are the people that keep buying coaching, not because they're bad people, but because they keep getting stuck in the middle. They keep reverting back to the old self and they want to know more and more information. And at some point, I got a little bit mad with them and I'm like, you don't need any more information. You need to start doing it. Imagine, you guys, if I kept having more and more information and never practiced what I was preaching. I would be a liar. I wouldn't be here manifesting my stuff. I would have tons of knowledge, but that knowledge would be meaningless because I wouldn't have applied it. You need to start applying. By experience, you are going to gain more wisdom. Wisdom doesn't come by reading more books or watching more videos. Wisdom comes from the practical applications of the law. And then once you practice, you're going to become more good at it. You're going to find more ways that are personal to you to manifest. And boom, you're going to have that awakening that finally you want. Not only you're going to get your manifestation, but you're going to become so confident about yourself that you're like, I am confident because I made this work for me, because I know now how it works for me. And how you're going to figure it out? By watching more content or reading more books? No, by making mistakes, by trying. There is a famous quantum physicist that said that knowledge comes from making a lot of mistakes. You guys are so afraid to fail. You're so afraid to make mistakes when it comes down to the law that you never learn anything, because you learn by trying. You learn by doing mistakes. You learn by stop being in the waiting for my manifestation and by start being the person that already has your manifestation. By doing it, by, tomorrow I'll do it better. Then you don't do it better and you try again and you do it again and you do it again and you apply it more and more and more and more and more and more. And then you break it through. You act the matrix because of your experience. Remember, in the movie The Matrix, if you didn't watch it, I highly suggest you to watch it. Neo is getting into the program and he's doing the combat and he has to fight, and he's trying to fight with the same laws of the 3D world. And he kept failing and failing and failing and failing until he realized, I don't have to bend to this law. I can create my own laws. I have to just expand my mind. I have to do it again. And I have to do it with a different mindset. And boom, then he starts flying. He starts breaking the 3D laws and he starts fighting in the right way. Neo in the movie will never get there if he would be on the other side before even getting plugged into the Matrix, reading about the Matrix. He learned how to master the Matrix by being inside the Matrix and by fail and trial. That's a perfect metaphor of the law. That's why it's a great movie. That's a perfect metaphor for life and for manifestation. You learn by doing. You don't learn just by simply acquiring information. And 2024 is the year of doing, not the year of constantly acquiring information. And that's why, as a gift for you guys, I am closing down my coaching, possibly forever. I really hope so. And I'm giving you my formula on video, my formula on PDF with all that you need in order to manifest. And I hope that is the last piece of information you get when it comes down to personal coaching. And then and this formula is not just me blabbering things for hours. It's an hour course, step by step, even with a PDF, with a little book that you can follow step by step to finally get your manifestation. You just have to apply it, as you will have to cook a dish, cook a cake, bake a cake, and you put the ingredients and you actually do it. That's the same thing. Or you can watch my videos and apply what I've taught you for years. It does not matter, whatever you choose to do, but this is time now to do it, to stop going back to the past. We constantly live in an eternal present moment. It's time to do it now. Okay, you guys, I hope to see you in the next video where we talk more about doing and less about ethereal stuff, and learn a few new cool stuff about manifestation. Remember that everything that I say comes from my personal experience. You can take it or leave it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and you find all the helps that I can give you to manifest in the links down below. Love you guys. See you soon.